Hi, I'm Angelo Gavrielatos, the Federal President of the Australian Education Union. Today's National Gonski Day. Today gives us an opportunity to celebrate the wonderful achievements thus far of what's been a great campaign. It's been a great campaign where we've seen communities right across Australia embrace the importance of fundamental school funding reform. And there's no doubt that momentum is growing, and indeed the expectation for change is growing. What we've seen in the last little while is politicians come out and back the cause. We've seen backbenchers come out and back the calls for change in schools funding. The independents, Tony Windsor, Rob Oakeshott, Andrew Wilkie, have all called on the government to take immediate action on school funding reform. And indeed, the State ALP conference called on making Gonski an immediate priority. That's all the result of your hard campaigning. We've seen parents, business leaders, teachers, principals right across Australia call on the government to seize this once-in-a-generation opportunity and introduce funding reform. Well, we're entering the last stretch of this campaign. We know that this matter is now the subject of Cabinet consideration, and therefore it's increasingly important for us, vitally important for us, that we all maintain the pressure on our elected politicians. We've got to make sure that our politicians and aspiring politicians articulate the aspirations of every child, every parent, every teacher and every principal. And that aspiration is clear. We need a new funding system, one which will deliver funding to meet the needs of every child. A new funding system which will close the achievement gaps. A new funding system which will allow every child to reach his or her full potential and close those achievement gaps. Now's the time for us to continue the pressure. It's certainly not the time to ease off. We've got to make sure today and right up until the time that we achieve that necessary legislation, we keep the pressure on our politicians. So today, whilst we celebrate the wonderful achievements, let's make sure that we pick up those phones, send an email, write a letter to our local Member of Parliament asking them what is it that they're doing to achieve funding reform in the interest of every child right across Australia.